Ladies and gentlemen, welcome in. Welcome to another episode of Universe Mode here on the JPG channel. We are here, of course, on Monday Night Raw, joined, of course, by the WWE Champion Randy Orton. And it is now mere weeks away till WrestleMania, where that very man, the WWE Champion, will put his title on the line. The only question remaining is who he will be his opponent. We saw on Friday Night SmackDown the surprising reveal, the surprising debut of the American Nightmare, a man that Randy Orton knows all too well. Cody Rhodes deciding to use his Elimination Chamber win to head straight towards the ring general Gunther. It will be Cody Rhodes versus Gunther at WrestleMania. We are told Seth freaking Rollins is in the building here tonight, folks. Look at this. Orton's opponent here tonight, very unorthodox character, being Dexter Lumis. A man I don't think we have even seen in Universe Mode all season last year, but it is WrestleMania season. Like I say time and time again, all it takes is one big win to get your name out there. And Dexter Lumis has a tremendous opportunity ahead of him here tonight against the WWE Champion Randy Orton. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, I'm told the Visionary is in the building tonight. It seems almost all but... It seems like it's almost all but written in stone that Seth freaking Rollins is going to be going after the WWE Champion Randy Orton, especially after Cody Rhodes has chosen Gunther for his WrestleMania opponent. That doesn't leave Rollins with very many options left, unless he wants to join in on the mix between Ilya Dragunov and Jonathan Gresham over on NXT, but somehow, someway, I see Seth Rollins wanting to go after the biggest prize on Monday night and going after a former WrestleMania opponent in Randy Orton, as Orton locks up with Dexter Lumis now, and Lumis draping Orton over the ropes. And now the Viper starting to reel here, but once again able to get back into this thing. Huge uppercut to Dexter Lumis. And Randy Orton, man, he survived a lot of challenges throughout Universe Mode since being WWE Champion. Of course, knocked off the American Nightmare twice, once inside the grueling Hell in a Cell, back at Clash at the Castle. Survived the phenomenal AJ Styles at Survivor Series. Of course, barely scraping by the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre back at the Rumble. And now Orton finds himself in the crosshairs of the Visionary himself, Seth freaking Rollins, come the grandest stage of them all. And if there's any man that performs to the highest standard at WrestleMania, it is indeed Seth freaking Rollins. Randy Orton does not have an easy few weeks ahead of him. As I look at Randy Orton in full control of this match, Dexter Lumis. Might be a little bit of ring rust there on Lumis. We haven't seen Lumis. Like I said, in my universe, I don't think we've seen Dexter Lumis at all. We definitely haven't seen Dexter Lumis on WWE programming in some time. His first match back is against the Viper, Randy Orton, as Orton is unleashing a flurry of strikes, but Lumis able to power him off. And now a huge drop kick, but Orton one step ahead. And that's exactly where Orton's going to want to be come WrestleMania. He's going to want to be one step ahead of his opponent, Seth freaking Rollins. Because Rollins is one of those competitors that you do not want to give an inch, because he will turn it into a mile. As Randy Orton actually just busted up Lumis. But Lumis, nice reversal there. Oh, but look at Orton powering out with a shoulder block. Exploding from the ring canvas is Randy Orton now. Vintage Orton with that backbreaker. And now, wait a minute, second rope elbow drop. Orton's feeling different here tonight. You know, we say Seth Rollins is really turns it on come WrestleMania. Randy Orton has been to the show of shows more times than I can count on one finger. Or one hand, sorry. Not one finger. He's been on there a lot more than just one finger. Orton has been in a few main events of WrestleMania. One time he even defended that very championship in a triple threat match against two of the greatest of all time, and John Cena and Triple H. As look at this, a nice splash from Randy Orton, that being at WrestleMania 24 in Orlando, Florida. This year we are in Hollywood, of course. Stars will be out, and you can't have a WrestleMania without stars like Randy Orton, like a Seth Rollins. As now look at this, Dexter Lumis taking Orton over with a nice suplex there. We got a tremendous night of action planned for you folks here tonight and watching at home. As the main event, we'll see a rivalry renewed as the Bloodlines, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso take on Gargano and Ciampa of DIY. Who's going to be that third team entered in the 6-man tag match at WrestleMania? We already know the Blackpool Combat Club are looking to run it back with, look at this, Dexter Lumis. Dexter Lumis trapping Randy Orton in that sleeper hold. Orton looking to fight out of it. Like I said, we already know Blackpool Combat Club is joining Sammy and KO at WrestleMania. Who is going to be that third team to join them is the real question. Will it be DIY or will it be the Bloodline, Solo Sikoa and Jimmy Uso, as Orton for the third time in this match just trying to get those punches to fall, but Dexter Lumis has other plans in mind. Oh, a nice DDT from Lumis, spiking the Viper. And now look at this, Dexter Lumis starting to feel himself a little bit. Like I said, that ring rust starting to wear off as Dexter Lumis over the top rope. Over the top rope on the WWE Champion. Dexter Lumis now feeling himself. Twisting leg drop. And now smashing Orton's face into the canvas. Dexter Lumis almost in full control of the champ. Right now, a huge drop kick to the face of Orton. Huge drop kick to the face of Orton. Count of 5 on the outside. Just as I said in the beginning, if Lumis is able to get a big win over Orton, that'll do wonders for his career, but he can't win this match on a count-out victory. I mean, he sure as hell could win the match on a count-out victory, but you don't get very much bragging rights by doing so. Randy Orton now entering back into the ring. That slow, methodical pace that Orton does so well. It's what's earned him a 20-plus year career here in WWE, as Orton just suckered Lumis in. The blood's dripping down Lumis's face. A huge draping DDT. And that is usually the precursor to the three most... Oh, wait a minute. The lights went out. Dexter Lumis is right behind you, Orton. He's right behind you. And, oh, my goodness gracious. Lumis playing mind games with the Viper. A man that plays mind games all too well here in WWE. Almost being outclassed in that field from Dexter Lumis. And now looking for another DDT. Orton once again firing out of it. And there it is. The 3 most devastating letters in sports entertainment. But, oh, no, Lumis's hand was by the ropes. Orton can't believe it. But Orton, oh, he's in a different mindset. With WrestleMania nearing around the corner. Punt kick. No, once again, Lumis's foot was by the ropes. You could have pretty much called that all but over. But Orton has to start from scratch once again now, as Lumis is back up to his feet. And now Orton just unleashing everything he has at Dexter Lumis. And now, wait a minute. Now it's middle of the ring. There's no escape for Mr. Lumis. But wait a minute. Lumis powers him up into a power slam. Randy Orton completely caught off guard by the returning Dexter Lumis here tonight. Orton cannot believe The type of fight that Dexter Lumis is giving him. Look at this, another slam into the mat. Another slam into the mat for Randy Orton. And once again finds himself in the grasp of Dexter Lumis here. As now Orton is far away from the ropes. He's going to have to fight out of this. I don't think Orton expected this much of a fight out of Dexter Lumis, but like I said, you're in there with the WWE Champion. You put everything you have against that. Man, just look at this now. Oh my goodness, look at that. Oh my God, what a lariat to the back of the neck of Lumis. And now Orton just motioning, wanting Dexter Lumis to stay down for the count. As now Orton looking to go top rope prone position for both men. Huge superplex coming in as Dexter Lumis now in a world of trouble as Randy Orton is now in full control. Now Randy's in his bag. This is vintage Orton with the Orton stomps to the face. And it's almost like Dexter Lumis has pissed the Viper off as he hits another RKO for good measure. Another RKO for good measure, but once again, the hand is at the bottom rope. Orton cannot believe it. Orton cannot believe Dexter Lumis is still in this thing. As now Orton sends Lumis back into the ring. Kick to the leg from Dexter Lumis now. Going for a shoulder block. Nothing to fall. As now Randy Orton powering Lumis up for a huge fall-away slam. Huge fall-away slam to Dexter Lumis. And now a measured shot to the face. And now ground and pound to Dexter Lumis, Randy Orton. Lumis catches that striking blow there, though, and a shot to the ribs. Whatever Lumis was going for. No water in the pool. And now finally hits another RKO. This time Lumis is far away from the ropes. Orton getting the job done here tonight against, a very game opponent in Dexter Lumis himself. Randy Orton holding that WWE Championship up high. Will he be doing that come WrestleMania? That is the question, as here is his opponent. We heard Rollins was in the building. Rollins came here to get a good, long, hard look at his opponent at WrestleMania, Mr. Randy Orton. Rollins, Seth freaking Rollins, is once again back here on Monday nights, and he is looking to go straight to the top after winning the Royal Rumble. Ladies and gentlemen, coming up next, a little bit of a grudge match that's been brewing for a few weeks now. Blackpool Combat Club, Judgment Day, been getting each other's way, been getting each other's faces. It all started last week when Danielson and Mox knocked off Priest and Balor to secure their WrestleMania spot. And tonight we got the big men of the group, Claudio Castagnoli taking on Damian Priest of the Judgment Day. This should be something, folks. This should be an all-out war between two of the big men on Monday Night Raw. But what about that stare down between the Visionary and the Viper? Seth freaking Rollins, Randy Orton, it all goes down at WrestleMania, folks. As here comes the Blackpool Combat Club coming down to the ring, and almost in a bit of a tribute to Mox's old group, The Shield, coming down from the crowd. Claudio Castagnoli with a big match here tonight against Damian Priest. As I said, the Judgment Day has been a thorn in the side of the Combat Club for a number of weeks now. Big Swiss coming down to the ring. Claudio Castagnoli, of course, making his return to WWE at the Royal Rumble, being a surprise entrant in that Rumble. He would go on to have a little bit of trouble with the Harbinger of Doom, Karrion Kross, in an Elimination Chamber qualifying match where Castagnoli did not pick up a win. Kross sent himself to Elimination Chamber before he got his head kicked off by the Scottish Warrior Drew McIntyre. That's another issue that's been brewing since Elimination Chamber. McIntyre and Karrion Kross seem to be on a collision course, potentially heading into WrestleMania. I mean, last week's main event saw no winner. It was a count out. It was a double count out draw between Karrion Kross and Drew McIntyre. So obviously that issue has not been resolved between either men. We're going to have to follow that closely. Look at this. Damian Priest comes flying in at Castagnoli. Castagnoli saw it coming, though. And now look at this. Oh, my goodness gracious. What a sleeper slam from Castagnoli. And there's that brute strength of Claudio lifting Priest off his feet. Not something that Priest is very accustomed to. And now Castagnoli lowering the big boot to Damian Priest himself. And now look at this. Huge shots to the face. Huge shots to the face. Big body slam to Priest. Big body slam to Priest as Balor and Dominic Mysterio on the outside just look on as Claudio Castagnoli is in full control of one of their team members, Damian Priest. Priest has to muscle out at 2. Castagnoli, I mean, like I said, he hasn't had too many wins coming back to WWE yet, but he can definitely turn it all around here tonight as Damian Priest comes flying in with a springboard forearm to the face. But no, Castagnoli powering out at 1 now. Now it's Castagnoli powering out at 1. And I look at Damian Priest. Oh, chops to the ear. The chops to the ear. That could leave Claudio Castagnoli momentarily deaf, or at least make it hard of hearing. Let's look at this alley-oop bomb from Priest. And look at this, a huge boot to the face. Huge boot to the face of Castagnoli. As now Damian Priest was going for something there, but Claudio Castagnoli once again using that power, that strength, and oh my goodness gracious, what a bridging fall-away slam we just witnessed there. But look at this, Damian Priest leveling Castagnoli out of nowhere with an elevated flatliner. Elevated flatliner, and now looking to make short work of Castagnoli going for... He was going for that, he was going for the kill in this match, but Claudio Castagnoli quickly turning things around. He was looking for that south of heaven. But Castagnoli, like I said, quickly turning things around here tonight. And now Castagnoli looking to take Priest out as he takes the long way up with the steps as his partners look on. And Castagnoli flies in on Priest. And now it's Claudio full head of steam towards Damian Priest as the Judgment Day looking to talk a little trash on the outside while Claudio gets... Oh no, he almost hit the ref. Almost accidentally hit the ref. Priest didn't get anything to fall there, as well as now, look at this, a huge number of strikes from Damian Priest. And now the Punisher, the Judgment Day, looking to do the punishing. Looking to read Claudio Castagnoli as rights. The crowd clearly in favor of the Blackpool Combat Club, not really loving what Priest is dishing out here tonight. Count of 1, gets a 2 count. Castagnoli powering out this time. And now it's Damian Priest on the assault. Moxley and Danielson look on this time as their partner gets a beat down. Ladies and gentlemen, I am told next week this little rivalry going on Raw as of lately between the Judgment Day and the Blackpool Combat Club is looking to come to a close, as all 6 men will be in the ring next week in 6-man tag team action. Blackpool Combat Club against the Judgment Day right here on Monday Night Raw, right here on the JPG channel. As Castagnoli, oh my goodness gracious, what a nasty spinning lariat from Castagnoli, once again going for that European uppercut. No water in the pool. Priest might have just knocked Castagnoli's teeth down his throat. But Castagnoli's still in the fight now as he drops Priest again with a big strike. Both men just pretty much jockeying for position at this point. Castagnoli trips Priest now into a sharpshooter. Sharpshooter locked in, but Priest was a little too close to those ropes. Got that leverage with the arm. As now, once again, Priest was going for something huge there, but Castagnoli kicking out that leg. And now, wait a minute. Grabs a hold of Priest. What the hell is he lining up for? A huge European uppercut. Might have just knocked some teeth down the throat of Damian Priest, as now an abdominal stretch. Abdominal stretch locked in on Priest. Castagnoli now going for a big win, looking to get some momentum heading into that 6-man tag team match next week. Not only the 6-man tag team match, but the Blackpool Combat Club obviously have their hands full at Wrestlemania, being that they're going to be in the ring with the reigning World Tag Team Champions Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn again, but also with a third team involved this time. Could be DIY, could be the Bloodline. We're going to find out coming up next, folks. As now Damian Priest starting to feel himself, but doesn't see Castagnoli getting up to his feet. And now Castagnoli sending Priest into the ropes, but accidentally collided with the ref there. And now once again setting him into the ropes. Priest able to fight out though. Huge elbow shot to the face. Nothing pretty about it. As now Castagnoli looks to light Priest up. Send him back into the corner right where he wants him, as a huge uppercut just leveled Priest. Now full head of steam. Goes Castagnoli knee first into the face of Damian Priest there, as Priest saw Castagnoli's trying to scurry away. But look at this. Castagnoli taking Priest to his side. Now the Judgment Day side. Huge backdrop on the apron as Castagnoli gets in the face of the Judgment Day. They don't want anything to do with the Swiss Superman himself. Big Swiss. As look at that. Now that Castagnoli's back in the ring. The Judgment Day, of course, want all the smoke, but that gave Priest the opening. Slams Castagnoli's shoulder into the mat. Count of 1. Gets a 2 count as well. Castagnoli has to muscle that shoulder up once again. Priest starting to feel the end of this thing, as look at this. Goes for another forearm strike. But wait a minute, Castagnoli playing pasta 1, 2, only gets a 2 count there. Only gets a 2 count there. Huge European uppercut out of absolutely nowhere. And now Castagnoli wasting little no time. Priest is down and out. Elbow drop to the back. Elbow drop to the back of Damian Priest. And now once again muscling Priest up for the second time he gets it. And now once again Claudio Castagnoli measuring him up to his feet. Going for a Ricola bomb on Priest. He gets it. Ricola bomb on Damian Priest. Count of 2. No, Priest shoulders out. Ricola bomb not enough to put this match away. Damian Priest hangs in there. As now Castagnoli once again cracking that neck. What the hell is Castagnoli got planned here? Full head of steam. Oh my goodness gracious. Big men shouldn't fly like that. Claudio Castagnoli is every bit of 6'6". Taken to the skies and absolutely colliding with the Punisher, Damian Priest. As now Castagnoli calling Priest back up to his feet. Huge crossbody. Gets the pin with it. Could this be it? Count of 1, 2 again. No, Priest shoulders out again. What a match we are seeing between two of the members of these two factions we're going to see go to war next week, folks. And now look at this, turns it around. Priest was trying to come flying in hot. But once again, Castagnoli. And look at this, Balor. Balor throwing a chair in the ring out of nowhere. Providing the distraction for the referee, and now Priest lays Castagnoli out with a huge lariat. And now look at this. Claudio Castagnoli ran straight into the South of Heaven chokeslam to put Castagnoli away. No, Castagnoli powers out. Now it's Claudio powering out of Priest's biggest move he could throw. And now once again a European uppercut for good measure, but there's Balor. There's Balor talking trash again. And now, oh my goodness, Priest just levels Castagnoli. Clubbing blow to the back of the neck as this match somehow continues. Both men have hit each other with everything they got. Both men have hit each other with the biggest moves they have in their arsenal, as now Priest, that was enough to put Castagnoli away. Priest giving the Judgment Day a little bit of momentum heading in to the 6-man tag team match next week, ladies and gentlemen. This all will come to a boiling point next Monday night. That combination strike was enough to put Castagnoli away, as Priest obviously wearing the battle wounds, but still getting the job done here tonight against the Blackpool Combat Club's Claudio Castagnoli. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are getting ready Oh, wait a minute. It looks like this is going to be a singles match, actually. I am told we're doing things a little bit differently here, folks. The winner of this match will earn their tag team. Wait a minute. The referee's knocked out. Ciampa and Jimmy Uso hammering away at each other. I'm told we're doing things a little bit differently to close Monday Night Raw. It is indeed Jimmy Uso against Tommaso Ciampa, the winner of this match. The winner of this match, their team will enter WrestleMania and be that third team in the World Tag Team Championship match, as the referee just got knocked out. Luckily, the rest back up to his feet now, but Ciampa and Jimmy Uso, obviously no love lost between either of these two men. Quite possibly rivalry of the year between the Usos and DIY. As look at this, Ciampa throwing Jimmy Uso into the barricade, and now sending Uso back into the ring. So, wow, I mean, the fact that we're doing this a little bit differently now, a lot rides on this match. A lot of pressure on each one of these men's back, considering the fact that they don't have their tag team partner to bail them out this time. It's one-on-one, and whoever the better man is will send their team to WrestleMania. Tommaso Ciampa now with a jawbreaker on Jimmy Uso. A huge, oh my goodness gracious, knee strike. Jimmy Uso might be out right here, right now. Count of 1, 2, gets a 2 count. Jimmy Uso powering out though. Knee strike to the midsection of Jimmy Uso, but now an elbow strike to the jaw of Tommaso Ciampa. Like I said, you're going to see some live rounds being thrown between these two men, considering the fact that this rivalry stems all the way back from last year, Money in the Bank. Of course, when the Usos and DIY had their very first match against one another, DIY came up on top. It was SummerSlam, and 2 out of 3 falls where DIY once again were able to prevail over the Bloodline. Clash at the Castle, Roman and Solo were able to take those titles away from Ciampa and Gargano. And of course, this all ended inside TLC, in a TLC match, I should say, with DIY and the Usos. Now look at this, a huge strike from Jimmy Uso, knocking Ciampa down to the ground. Count of 2, Ciampa has to shoulder out though at 2. Jimmy Uso starting to feel himself now as he getting a little bit cocky there. As Ciampa's gonna make him eat his words with a knee strike right to the face. Knee strike right to the face of Jimmy Uso, and now once again driving that knee into the face of Jimmy Uso. And now it's Uso having to take a little bit of a breather. Goes for a big move there, but Ciampa reverses it for one of his own with a nice jumping clothesline. Nice jumping clothesline to Jimmy Uso. As now Tommaso Ciampa delivering the goods here tonight to close Monday Night Raw. He thought they was going to be in this match with his best friend in the business, Johnny Gargano, against, of course, the Enforcer, Solo Sikoa, and his brother, Jimmy Uso. But like I said, apparently management thought differently. It is now a one-on-one match. They want the stakes to be kind of risen in this singles match, considering the fact on a tag team match, you could have your partner bail you out in a moment's instance. There's just 2 men in this ring right now, and one of these men is going to send their team to WrestleMania. The other man might be sitting and catering come WrestleMania. Who knows? Now look at this, Tommaso Ciampa once again DDT to Jimmy Uso. Knee strikes to the midsection, and now leveling Jimmy Uso, dumping him on the back of his neck with a German suplex. Huge discus lariat from Ciampa. And now Jimmy Uso is taking a beating here tonight for sure at the hands of the Sicilian psychopath, Tommaso Ciampa. Ciampa was about to head straight for Jimmy Uso, but Uso able to get back in the ring before Ciampa could fly out to it. Huge drop kick from Jimmy Uso. For Jimmy Uso, he's definitely in unknown territory right now, unfamiliar territory in singles competition. As look at this, went for an Uso splash. Ciampa getting out of harm's way just in the nick of time. I was gonna say, we've seen his brother Jay Uso have a few singles matches while in Jimmy's absence, but Jimmy Uso definitely not used to singles competition. And believe me, it's showing. Tommaso Ciampa is a former NXT World Champion, so of course he can do both. He can do a tag, and he can do the singles run. As he just dropped that knee to the lower back of Jimmy Uso, but Jimmy Uso still hanging in there, man. Got to give credit where credit is due. As now leveling Ciampa up with a pop-up Samoan drop, and this is to send his team to WrestleMania, to send the Bloodline to WrestleMania, something Roman Reigns would have a big smile about. You know he wants his family still in the mix of WrestleMania, even after all these years of them dominating the cards of WrestleMania. No telling where Roman Reigns' future is at WrestleMania either, considering he lost the Elimination Chamber. He was eliminated by the almighty Bobby Lashley. Lashley will be in action this coming Friday Night SmackDown, folks. The American Nightmare Cody Rhodes will also be at Friday Night SmackDown, of course. Now that he is targeting the ring general Gunther, looking to do quite possibly the impossible. As look at this, Ciampa just spiked Jimmy Uso with a DDT coming off the top rope. Jimmy Uso finding some guts here in the later stages of this match, as Ciampa has been a house of fire here tonight against one half of the Usos. Honorary member, not even an honorary member of the Bloodline, but a loyal servant of the Bloodline, a loyal servant of the Tribal Chief, Jimmy Uso is. Ciampa now. Ciampa finds himself in a bad way as he catches that super kick. Catches that super kick attempt of Jimmy Uso. Huge drop kick to send Uso back down to the ground. And now, oh no, went for a kick himself, but Jimmy Uso now powering out. And now Uso sends Ciampa over the ropes. Look at this, super kick to the midsection, huge uppercut. Might have knocked Ciampa's lights out. This could put Ciampa away right here. Count of 2, Ciampa gets out though. Gets out at 2. And Ciampa's reeling though. Jimmy Uso is really starting to feel himself. Really starting to feel another big WrestleMania match on the horizon for him and his brother. Or maybe it's him and Solo Sikoa, his other brother. Who knows? But look at this Ciampa. Ciampa now. Ciampa now with a draping DDT to Jimmy Uso. Just spiked Jimmy Uso. Right on the crown of his head. And now once again a huge DDT. Now Ciampa is definitely feeling himself. Definitely feeling that momentum switch as once again a discus lariat knocking Jimmy Uso out cold. No, not enough. Not enough to put Uso away. Huge drop kick from Jimmy Uso. This match has really came and go between both men. A drop kick now from Jimmy Uso. Once again, Uso is scaling the top rope, but no, once again, Ciampa able to step out of the way. And now, wait a minute, it all might be over. This might all be a fairy tale ending for Ciampa and DIY as Ciampa sends himself and Gargano into a big championship tag team match come WrestleMania. They now have to deal with the Blackpool Combat Club and, of course, the World Tag Team Champions, Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens. Triple threat tag team action. It all goes down in Hollywood, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, as always, thank you for joining me for another episode of Universe Mode on the JPG channel. And, of course, as I always say, folks, I will see y'all on the next one.